hate puppies. It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened.
I'm back in Virginia, but I'm not here.
But not here. This one's not on him.
Stu's got a good excuse today, too. He actually reached out and tried to be on the episode, and he was like, I can come over at 8 o'clock tonight. And I was like, if this is happening, I didn't expect it to be happening pre-noon, but here we are.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, only podcast dedicated to solving first-world problems and hoping you help the beer around the foot.
Yeah.
I can't talk.
Easy for you to say. It is pre-noon.
Helping you figure out what beer you should or should not be drinking this weekend. I'm going to be...
This Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, which this will be coming out post.
Yes.
So I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day weekend. It occurred to Troy and I that neither one of us are around this week.
Again.
And we better...
It's not getting better, dude. Like, I can tell you right now, my June is full. Every night I have something to do. It's wild.
You want to get an apartment together? And then we can just do it when we get home.
Sometimes I wonder.
We should just we'll split the rent.
Yeah.
We'll just do late night podcasts.
Well, remember.
Hey, Troy, wake up. Wake up, we're doing a podcast.
It's 3 a.m. Remember, I'm going to be out of town for like a week and a half. So y'all are going to be doing some without me.
Super excited.
Stu will be here to bring the funny.
Let's hope.
He better have some stories after the 8 epic vacations he's been on a row.
Better be like fucking Gulliver's Travels and gets here. I better
be like, yeah, so I went to London. That was pretty cool.
Unfortunately, I had a funny feeling that's how some of his stories are. But I did see that he made it to some soccer matches.
I think he went to New York and saw a Mets game too. Like, I mean, he's just been all over the place.
Yeah, he actually gets to fly on the private Mets plane now. He's actually a member.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's a member.
Co-owner.
So actually this week he's like everybody in like his immediate vicinity is out of town. He's like, I got the whole week to myself.
Oh wow.
He's like, let's do some
Let's
podcasts.
hang out, yeah.
And I was like, I'm literally gone.
I'm leaving.
All week. So didn't work out. Dude, I just saw something as I was coming across that's just what it does.
Oh, okay.
No, that's okay. Troy was pointing at the board, making me panic.
There's something flashing on there. I usually don't notice flashing, so just making sure we're good.
Dude, this board.
It's a great board. Our listeners keep telling me how much how better we sound.
Yeah, we actually sound good.
Yeah.
Like professionals. You can hear the tiredness and starvation in my voice coming off of a long week. But dude, I just had something happen, so I was just walking out just now. Cause that's how it works. And I look out on my screened-in porch, and there's 5 birds in there.
Yeah, you still have all the birds in there, right?
So here's what's crazy, man. I don't think I've told the full story, and I'll keep it relatively quick. But we had a bird's nest that these birds made, right? And last time we had this happen, I ended up killing most of the birds
accidentally,
inadvertently.
Yeah,
like, ooh, this bird's jumped up on my knee. That's great. And then the bird hops off and crashes his neck, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. Go bury that one in the yard, or like let the dog out and the bird can't fly and it's on the ground. Dog runs over, bird shoots up in the air, heart explodes, just falls out of the sky.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
oh God. So like they just kept dying. So when this bird's nest popped up, we were like, oh, this is not good. Another bird's nest is here, and we are horrible at this.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out these birds are like far superior creatures to the sparrows that we had originally, which is just like abominations of aviary, I guess. Like, they're just horrible. They fall out and they're like, my neck, my back.
They're just weak as shit.
Yeah, they're 3 days old and they're trying to jump out and they're pushing people out of the nest.
Things like 9 feet in the air.
This one was like unbelievable. Mom would show up every day, just sit there quietly and just stack piles of shit. I mean,
oh yeah.
Up on that ledge.
Yep.
She would stack shit like she was putting sandbags in World War I in the trenches
to like
all around
to protect the
nest. She was like mortaring it.
Yeah.
So like she had her nest and then she would just shit through it to make it stronger and taller. And then the birds, like then she's just sitting inside of her fortress of Dookie. I'm like, this is disgusting. Like this is horrible, right? But she's like committed. She's not leaving. Dad shows up every day at 6, gets a scotch, gives her a kiss, and disappears.
Back out to work.
And then All of a sudden, one day they hatched, and I was like, okay, here comes the killing.
Yeah.
Every one of these birds lived.
Oh, wow.
Every single one. It was crazy. For all of a sudden, just 5 heads popped up. Mom and dad come in every day, feed them, worked out. Then they all got up. They would get out of the nest, and they were like, probably not going to jump down there where the dogs are just yet.
Yeah.
Smart. They took a day.
They've learned.
They took just a breather.
Yeah.
And then they were just hopping out on like the hanging lights in there, and they would sit on there and then hop back, and they would move around.
Getting their sea legs.
And getting their dookies out.
Yeah. Oh, no.
They shit my whole screened-in porch. I mean,
because like when they jump over on the hanging lights, they just shit where they
crap. And then they go find a new ledge, crap. We have a welcome sign.
Covered in crap.
Literally, top to bottom was just sheer
smeared of bird shit.
Dookie. And like all the couches and all the tables, like everything was covered in crap.
Isn't that like how people get like avian flu and shit?
I'm certain I either have the cause or the cure of whatever the next big thing
flu.
is right there.
Breathing
And
bird shit.
These ones were like, they couldn't find their way out. And so mom and dad would show up every day. Like, here's the way. So I ended up having to create like a system of ropes that were like lower so they could feel comfortable jumping down to those ropes. And then I had the rope halfway through the door. And
right above like head level.
That would have been smart. No, precisely at head level. I thought about that after I duct taped it, but I was like, too late. Here we go.
I'll just duck under it.
And you think you will because you put it there. It's like, but every day at some point, what is that? That's just, as the bird poop rope is hitting my eye.
Nice.
So
you can get bird pink eye now.
Yeah. So after I finally created this system, they finally figured it out and they flew away. And it was just like every day there's 5 birds plus mom and dad. There's 7 birds in there crapping, going nuts. Every once in a while, this aunt and uncle would show up. Those days were really loud.
So you're just trying to get your porch back.
So they finally left. And so last weekend, my wife and I are like, there's no way to scrub this. We need a power washer.
Yeah.
So this ended up costing us hundreds of dollars.
Did you buy a power washer?
We bought a power washer.
Gas or electric?
Electric. I'm not doing any more gas.
Yeah, me either.
Like, I don't need
unless you're like power washing 100 years of funk off something, like the electrics do just fine.
And I got like a powerful electric.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use it so infrequently.
You don't want to tear anything apart either.
No, and you still can. I proved it. At least the wood out here, you can jack it up. But I couldn't. The thought of having yet another gas tool that I use twice a year.
Every gas tool I've ever had, I've ruined.
Because you leave the gas in it.
Yeah.
So I just said, how about just electric?
Or don't change the oil enough, or don't mix the gas right,
change
or whatever.
The oil.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I pray over it. Yeah. That's how I change the oil.
I just add more.
I do that too. I get over my lawnmower. I say a prayer. Don't throw a cylinder today. Don't.
Yeah.
And then I just top it off with a little more oil. There's oil in there from 95.
It's been a couple years. You probably need a little more oil, don't you?
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But that is unfortunately how I treat gas power.
And small engines are notoriously finicky.
Extremely. So I'm like, I only want to put in so much effort here.
Yeah.
Like a high school relationship. Like,
I'm with you, man. I had a $200 lawnmower and it lasted 14 years. And when it actually, the rope broke on it and I tried to re-spool it a couple times. And then finally I said, that's it. I'm buying a whole nother $200 mower because after 14 years, that thing doesn't owe me anything.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
And you would have spent $200 in oil and additives if you'd cared for it properly.
Exactly.
So just save that money.
And I gave it away to somebody in the, because I'd taken it down to the lake and I gave it away to somebody just put free. And they were like, oh, yeah, I can fix it. And I was like,
you're damn right someone can. Yeah, there's someone who's willing to invest
someone with talent,
$100 into it to save $100. Whereas you were smart. You didn't buy any additives or oil.
Put nothing into it.
You saved $200. You were able to go buy a new one.
Yep.
Brilliant. That is how it's done.
That's the secret.
That's the American way.
And or buy electric.
Or buy electric, which is exactly what I did because we weren't going to be able to scrub this. There's so much poop.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
And so
did you use any chemicals or just water?
One round of just power wash.
Yeah.
One round of deck and fence cleaner foam, and then another round of power. And then went in vacuum, but still had to scrub. Like I had to climb up and get this It was such a strong
Oh,
nest.
the nest.
After all that poop.
Great wall of poo.
The great wall of poo. It was so strong. So I get this nest down and I vacuum it out. I'm up there scrubbing with like industrial chemicals, get all that off. Then we spray the whole thing down and we just got it back. We're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, now we can sit, because y'all sit out there.
We love it out there.
Yeah.
That's like our spot, man.
Yeah, we have the screen porch too, and we used to sit out on the patio and have fires, and now with the screen porch, it's like we don't even go out there. Like we just sit on the screen porch because my wife gets eaten by mosquitoes and whatnot. So it's like
that's exactly the situation I have here. So I can either listen to her bitch or have a screened-in porch.
Exactly.
And then listen to her bitch.
Without the bug bites.
So, yeah, but something different.
Yeah. A different kind.
Yeah, something with some oomph, you know? And so I come out this morning and there's 5 birds in there.
Oh, no.
I haven't seen a bird in over a week.
Have y'all been keeping the door open?
The door's always open because of the damn dogs.
Because of dogs, yes.
So it's a pain. So we come out this morning and she and I are having our coffee and I'm like, hey, there's 5 birds there. I was like, you think they're just taking like a field trip, go visit the old home? Like,
but the home's gone.
Yes.
But they're just like sitting on the ledge and sitting on the ropes and all that stuff, the lights.
That is what I assumed this morning when I had my coffee and was like, okay, well, I'm going to sit out here and remind them this isn't the place.
This is my space.
Yeah, I'm here. The big thing. I had the dogs out.
Uh-huh.
Like let's make sure you see that this is dangerous. So I just ran out and then came back right before we started, and I go out there and I look up, and no joke, they're building a new nest. Like they've got it. They got all the stuff. I can see the grass coming out and the sticks coming out.
That quickly, they're making a new nest.
They're making a new nest, but why are they? I thought it was over. I thought you laid one round of eggs and then you rolled on.
Yeah, I thought once they got out of the nest, it was literally, it's called empty nesters. Like,
yeah, I thought it was over. Why are they back?
they can't be back from college with a fucking, psychology degree by now.
No.
Go out in the world, do your thing.
My wife literally looked up and she goes, stop fucking her. I was like,
You think it's a new bird?
It's them. I can see, I've
can tell?
I've been with them for weeks.
Because I know we have a bird nest on our front porch, and the same thing happened, but it's not screened in. But a new bird moved in and laid eggs.
And those are likely the sparrows.
Yeah.
They're scavengers for nests.
Yeah.
This is the same type of bird. I assume it's the same one.
Well, I mean, they're 5. It would make sense, right?
Yeah, the family came back.
Yeah.
And I see the other ones outside. So the whole crew is here. There's 7 there. And they're building a new nest. I thought that was a springtime thing.
Yeah, a once a year thing.
Yeah, like she's going to be so sore.
Do birds need nests outside of having kids? Like,
I don't see how I don't think so.
that can't be true, because you would see birds' nests everywhere, and you don't.
Yeah.
Because if there was a nest for every 2 birds, every tree would just have.
Yeah, the nest is to hold the eggs. They don't need the apartment.
No.
So now
That's just the stabbing cabin for when the babies are made.
So what do I go up there today and just maul them?
I just start ripping it down.
That seems like such a dick move.
Yeah, but you just bought a power washer and power washer shit 3 times and hand scrubbed and all the stuff. Like, you want to do that again?
No. And I'm leaving for a week, though. I can't stop it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like I can
Then
pull
it'd
it
be on
out.
the wife.
I can pull it out one time today and be like, aha, screw you guys. Unless there's already, no, the eggs wouldn't be there.
I wonder if you can get one of those fake owls to put up in there.
Ooh, I like where your head is.
I have one at the lake that came with the lake, and when we put we put the metal carport over the whole camper, I hung it up there, and I haven't seen any birds making nests around there.
Maybe I'll just go get an owl,
Yeah,
like a real one. They don't.
Real.
They don't poop, right?
They won't tear anything up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's one up. I'll just climb up there and catch it.
There you go.
They seem nice.
Mouse. What do they call it when they cough up all that shit? Pellets, owl pellets.
When they just regurgitate.
Yeah, when they eat the mice and then regurgitate all the bones.
That sounds perfect.
That'll look great in your screened-in porch.
It'll look better than poop. I don't know.
Will it?
Maybe we could do both.
Yeah.
Just a giant pile of bones and then
poop. That's not your porch anymore. That's what I've just learned.
No, I'm a little concerned about this. Like this
Rightfully so.
Now I'm going to have that avian flu. I already don't feel great.
I don't think they're like, they're just like, F it, this is ours. They're claiming it in the name of Spain. Like, this is their porch.
And now that I've taught the kids how to get in and out, they're like, great, we have help
Yeah.
for round 2.
We can build this nest so much faster now.
Yeah, I've created a whole workforce.
They're going to have like a whole apartment complex up there, like a nest in each corner.
Beautiful. Built of straw and poop.
And bird flu.
It's like the
Extra bird
original
flu.
Adobe.
Yeah.
Mix some poop in here and then
Yeah.
smear it on the. There you go. Perfect.
There you go.
The house. So that's where I am.
And then
I'm
they
a little-
know, then other birds know it's ours because it reeks of our poo.
You're damn
Yeah.
right. How nice is that?
Got a nice birdhouse there.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
Maybe buy a birdhouse.
I don't think they want it.
True. Probably not.
I mean,
Type
I've
of
got
bird.
one I could put out, but I don't want to encourage, like, put it right outside the door. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
don't pass go.
Yeah.
Stop. Get in there.
You need one of those screens with the magnets in it that you can like walk through and then it magnets itself back together.
So the dogs can go.
The
That's not
dogs
a
can
bad
go through
idea. I got to figure something out. 'Cause
Yeah.
This isn't going to work. And now I'm going to go away. I'm going to come back and it's going to be on. She's going to be sitting there on eggs and I can't go up and do that.
Nah, you can't mess with her once the eggs are back.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yep. Give it a week.
Good times.
I'll have 5 more birds.
The joys of home ownership.
I don't even own that home. It's their home.
You're just paying the mortgage on it.
Yeah, man. Dude, I got away for a few days.
Yeah, how was it? You were in Va Beach. Was the weather good?
No.
No.
Horrible.
Oh, because that was this past week when it rained here Friday. It rained Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
And down there, right?
That's exactly how it played itself out. It was a lot of fun. So I sat there and just watched the rain.
But y'all were oceanfront, North Beach?
Yeah, it was nice. But I got to go to that. You ever been to that Cavalier Hotel?
Yes.
It's like the old.
That
19
they rent it sat empty for a long time. They renovated, opened it a few years ago. and
Dude,
it's
that's
beautiful.
a badass spot, man. And they got a
Did you
distillery.
go downstairs?
I did. I went to the
Yeah.
distillery and like did the tour.
Did you get a smoked bourbon?
I did.
They are delicious.
They're excellent. But I tell you, this is the second time I've been to that particular bourbon distillery.
Is it Tarnished Truth?
Tarnished Truth.
Yeah.
And the concept is great. I dig the whole vibe. And the drinks are good. Like the mixed drinks
Yeah.
are good. But so a couple years ago, I went to this bourbon tasting like festival. It's like where everybody came and they had all these bourbons, right? And it was a bourbon and barbecue festival. I couldn't have been happy.
Yeah.
And I
Yes,
remember,
Yes and yes.
yeah. It was just called Smoke.
Yeah.
And I was like, this festival sounds dope. I got there and there were no cigars.
Oh, man.
It was literally bourbon and barbecue. But I knew that. It was
I feel like cigar would be good there.
I know. And so I went and I tried 100 different bourbons, but I went by their table and I remember being like, It's
I don't know. Now that you say it, I don't know if I've ever had their bourbon just straight.
So they have an interesting gin. It's
Yeah.
really pretty good, but they're a bourbon maker.
Yeah.
And they did have this bourbon cream. It's literally just their
You've talked about that where like
Man,
you
it's
could
so
mix
good.
it in with
Coffee.
coffee and it's really good.
you put a shot or a double shot in a coffee and it's like it tastes like something from Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like some
But
food
it's boozy.
drink. But yeah, but all of a sudden you feel great. Like you finish it and you're like, I sure am smart and handsome.
My face is warm.
Look how much stronger I am right now. What the hell? I think I'm going to go do stuff. So it definitely, they had a good cream. So I was like, I'm excited. I'm going to go there. I'm going to do this tour. They've got all these new.
They take you through the distillery and everything?
Yeah, and they got
Nice.
all these new
Flavors.
bourbons they've been working on and all this stuff. And then at the end, they sit us down. Like, here come the tasting notes. I think that when we did that bourbon challenge, I grew too much.
Oh, yeah. We're too wise for our own good now, right?
Like, I tried the first one and I was like, ugh, who in their right mind
Yeah.
would drink this? Like putting water droplets in it. I'm like, nope, not fixing it.
Yeah.
So I tried all their bourbons. They still all suck.
Wow.
I was really bummed. Their gin was still good.
Yeah.
I was really hoping though that in the 5 years they've grown up, and unfortunately I walked out with 4 bottles of bourbon cream and a koozie. I'm ready
Yeah.
for coffee.
I mean, I would tell people to go because it's a cool vibe. The hotel is gorgeous.
I highly recommend. And then they have the hunt room downstairs.
Yeah, the hunt room is awesome downstairs, and the smoked old fashioned I had there was amazing. But I'm sure if the bourbon, you can get around that with if the bourbon's not good if you have quality ingredients.
Correct, and that's what they have.
Yeah.
They have quality other stuff. That way you can get past the bourbon. I mean, the food was good. Everything was good. They had people playing music and like. Dude, it was a Thursday night.
Did you walk around the whole hotel too, like the whole first floor, and like see the pool and all the?
Oh yeah, but it was packed with.
Oh wow!
It was a Thursday night, and I mean, dude, the women come out in that place. They get dressed up.
Oh yeah,
because they're going like, we're going to the Cavalier Hotel or our bachelorette party or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
man, they're dressed up.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, this is.
It's the type of place like you show up in your Lambo or your high-end AMG and it gets valet parked out front. And,
I guess I didn't expect it to have as much life in it in an old hotel. I expected it to be kind of.
But it's kind of new.
But it was jumping.
Yeah,
I mean, it was wild.
That north end of Virginia Beach, if you're gonna go, that's the place to stay.
Virginia Beach
there.
sucks.
Oh yeah,
and all of a sudden I get down there and I'm in that whole little complex that they have.
Yeah,
man.
Very nice.
That was nice. I'll do that again. That changed my whole perspective.
Oh yeah,
on Virginia Beach. I'm willing to.
Yeah, either stay all the way up at 40th or go all the way back to First or somewhere down there. But you get up in the high teens, low 20s, and that's where like all the trouble is.
Where the pickpockets are.
All the tourists,
the ruffians.
Oh yeah. All the shootings happen down there, and it used to not be that way. Like my sister's she's lived down there for 25 years, and I used to go party with her back in the day, and we go out on the block, as they call it, 21st, 22nd Street, and I never felt unsafe, but you go down there now.
Yeah.
It's quite stabby, as we say.
Very stabby.
Yeah.
It was very, very stabby. And I did get the perverted joy of, I came downstairs at noon, and like the clouds broke, and I see all the workers come out, and they worked for like 5 hours just setting up chairs, umbrellas.
Oh, like for the beachgoers?
Yeah, big old like giant chase lounges bigger than the bar.
Oh, wow.
All this crazy stuff. And like, I just sat there and watched them all day long. Go back up to the room, look down. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Not a single person went out in any of those chairs because it was just kind of a shitty day. So these guys worked morning all the way up. They finished. They looked at it. Someone gave the call, and they just packed it all back up. I was like, "Oh, that's
brutal.
That was rough."
That's like, hey, you see that load of bricks? Move it over to the other side of the yard, and then once you're done, let me know, and then I'll tell you to move it back to the first place it was.
There was an old Family Guy where Lois or Peter was like, "Hey, we're going out," and Lois is like, "Oh, well, I was going to make dinner. I guess I'll put it away." And he goes, no, make the dinner, throw it in the trash. I don't want you getting rusty. And that's like exactly how I felt. I was like, oh, they didn't want him to get rusty.
Yeah.
The big weekend's coming. Time to just get to work.
Don't rest on your laurels. This is a training day for the big 3-day weekend.
That's what it felt like, a stress test. I was like, wow.
It was training camp.
Like I didn't have anything to watch. So it was like, I just watched these guys hump.
Game day is Saturday. Today's Thursday. We got 2 more training opportunities before it's go time.
And they are ready.
Oh, yeah.
They are ready for the big show.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Only the best of the best. What else did y'all do down there?
Not a lot, man. Honestly, it was like eating, drinking. That was about it.
Did you stay all up in the north end, or did you drive anywhere?
Once I parked my car.
You were there?
I went out to the car a couple of times just to like grab waters out of the back.
Yeah.
That was it. I never started my car, which was awesome.
Did you Uber anywhere?
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, wow.
Like,
you didn't even make it over to Murphy's. That's like only like 7-8 blocks. You could have walked there.
Nope. Drove past a 7-Eleven, went in there, put a bunch of beer in a cooler, carried it up to the room.
And you were done.
That was it. There's so many places within that little complex. Like, I was like, oh, I have dinner here, lunch here.
Yeah.
Go over across the street. Do it. So that was kind of nice.
It is nice up there.
Yeah,
but there's less to do up there.
If you're looking to do something.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to buy, a beach towel for $8.99, you can't do it there.
But you can do it for 50.
Yeah, you can.
They got a gift store. And they got some pretty pricey stuff. So yeah, don't get it twisted. You can still get everything you want.
They have a. Did you go up to the rooftop deck?
Oh yeah, that was excellent.
That restaurant they have on the first floor is good too.
I ate them all of them.
Yeah.
If I'd been there any longer, I probably would have had to.
I didn't even think about my niece works there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Might have seen her.
probably did. She was probably like, "Is that guy getting another drink?" I am.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah, it's noon somewhere.
Was the room nice?
I think so. We got upgraded.
Had a bed?
It did.
Bathroom?
It did.
You're good.
It was pretty nice. now that I think about it, even a TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty fancy place. Yeah, they upgraded us.
Oh, really?
It was nice. Yeah, because they tried to hump me. Like, I was like, hey, like my kids are sick with COVID, so I'm not going to be able to make it this weekend. Can you just move it out to Wednesday, Thursday? I know you won't have anything going on Wednesday, Thursday. They will have been cleared. I'll know if I'm sick by then. Like, can we just move?
Oh yeah,
it?
because you'd already set this trip.
We set this trip
the
up
kids got
like
sick.
4 months ago, and I decided to try to save $10. Here's a pro tip: don't save the $10. When
Yeah.
you're booking that far in advance. They were like, a non-refundable rate's $10 less, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm gonna get that $10.
You're like, why would I not go?
Yeah,
What
good.
possibly could happen?
Yeah, and then when I tried to change it, they're like, oh, you can't. That's a non-refundable rate. I was like, well, just move it. And they're like, you can't. I'm like, okay,
What?
you want me to load my COVID kids up and just drag them up there and leave them
Yeah.
in your lobby for a while?
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're screwed. They were like, okay, here's what we can do. Get a note from your doctor saying that they have COVID. Then you got to send that to us. We got to make sure that we
That's a dick move.
validate it and all this. And only then will we just move your date.
Well, and like you said, you were trying to hook them up. You were like, instead of doing a Friday, Saturday, put us at a Wednesday, Thursday. We know you won't be busy. Like,
And that was what I was like, I know you have.
I've already paid the Friday, Saturday rate, so you're actually making out.
I
Like,
even told them that. I said, I see that it's like $100 less a night. Keep the $200.
Yeah.
Just help me out. Like, move it.
yeah,
No, sir, we
you
can't.
can, and you can re-rent my room because someone will want it on
Yeah,
that
because
Friday, Saturday.
I'm telling you 3-4 days in advance.
Yeah.
And they're like, no. I wasn't able to get that whole thing sorted until the day I was supposed to be checking in.
Holy shit!
It took me 3 days of like getting paperwork and dealing through the system. And then finally, by the time I got through it, I was like, yeah, so that $200 I was going to let you keep, put it on the, like a credit,
Yeah.
which I pissed away in an
Immediately.
hour. In an hour. I couldn't believe how quickly I was able to spend $200
Oh,
in
yeah.
that place. That was the first place we walked into. I was like, ooh, I'll have one of those. I'll have one of those. And the tab was $250 when it was all said and done after
Wow.
tip. And I was like, there goes the credit.
Yeah. How am I $50 in the hole with this $200 credit?
Day one,
Yeah.
first meal. I was like, okay. What can you do? But it was worth it. It was good. It was a good time for sure. Where have you been? I haven't seen you.
Yeah. We went to the lake. We just got back an hour ago, and that was fun. That's always fun. We had some people coming down. They canceled last second, but we ended up having another group of friends come by for a day trip. The lake, and we haven't had you guys there yet, but we need to get you down because it's such an interesting spot. Like, it's a lot of white trash people, which are my people. That's where I grew up. So yeah, I fit in. They had 2 bands on Saturday night. We went Friday night.
Country or Western?
Yeah. Southern rock, brother.
Okay.
They opened with Rat, Round and Round,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What were they giving out tattoos to the kids?
Pretty much cigarettes.
Yeah, that's good. Kids need them.
Yeah. But it was funny. I was laughing in my head because you were talking about the women getting all dolled up for the Cavalier, and we rode our golf car up there, and there was a sea of golf cars up there, and the wife and I were just laughing because you could see like certain women had like gotten dressed up for the concert that night, and like by dressed up I mean crop tops where they shouldn't be wearing crop tops.
Yes.
Like high, like jeans that they shouldn't, like just inappropriate stuff. Yeah, like leather Harley Davidson corset
Oh,
where like
gosh,
things are
I love
falling
it.
out. Like it was awesome people watching.
See any underboob?
Saw a lot of boob, but none on anyone you wanted to see any boob on.
See, there's the difference
Yeah.
between you and I.
You want to see all the boobs.
There is literally not a boob that I'm not interested in. Like, I don't care how gross, how just the whole rest of the package could just be a nightmare.
Yeah,
I'll
one
be like underboob.
one young lady was wearing like pajama pants, like lounge pants with like a crazy patterns and words and stuff on them, but she had on like a crop top. So it was like, I kind of want to get dressed
I'm
up.
asleep from the waist down.
Yeah, but I'm here for the party up top, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just so many people smoke cigarettes, and they're all nice people. We haven't had any issues down there with any of the people. They're all nice. They'll give you beer and moonshine and share everything you want. But I was talking to my wife about it. It's funny because with the kids, like those people, they don't check themselves. Like if you're going to bring the kids around,
No.
they're going to hear things. Like no one's not saying any cuss word in honor of your kids being there. You know, they. In these people's defense, my kids have heard it all from me, so I'm no saint. But I try to check myself if I don't need to say shit or fuck. Then I don't.
Yeah.
But up in this place, it doesn't matter.
The governor's off.
Everybody's getting just hammered, but it's a fun time. The weather was beautiful this weekend.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is a good time with all the golf carts and the craziness, the people watching. I mean,
it's amazing what people spend on a golf cart too up there. I mean, it's wild.
I've heard some people spending like, I mean, I understand. I can almost wrap my head around spending like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Because that's like a really nice golf cart.
Yeah.
But there are people with $40,000 golf carts
yeah.
driving around. I'm like,
yeah.
what are you thinking?
Yeah. Most of them are about, I would say the average is $15K.
That's already extreme.
Lifted, radios, you know,
But some of these
rims, paint jobs.
Some of these cost more than the
cars they're driving.
Yeah.
For sure.
and that blows my mind when
I
they
know.
pull up in an 86 Tercel
Yeah.
and then they got a $40,000 golf
Yep.
cart.
It's like, hey, what? But, you know, in that campground life, you know, golf cars are
That's the
crucial.
status symbol.
Yeah, and crucial. Like, you kind of need it because everything's so spread out. You can't really get around. You don't want to get in your car.
No, hell no.
But I tell you what, taking a buzz golf car ride at night, it doesn't get much better than that.
It kind of is the best.
Yeah,
That's what we learned.
We did that at Bethpage.
And I really leaned in when we were down at North Captiva Island. It was like every night there would just be a point, be about 10 o'clock. And I'd be like, I got to
Get that
go.
second win. Yeah,
I got to go.
Yep.
They're like, where are you going? It's not about the destination.
Yep.
It's the ride.
Yeah, now that my kids are older, you know, we've had the place almost 3 years, and now they're 12 and 10. Like, we'll get them down with a movie or get them right to bed at 10 o'clock, and the wife and I will just take a 20-minute ride, just make a couple laps,
That's it. Grab a drink and drive
listen
around.
to some tunes, and just
Life is good.
wave at every other golf car we pass, and just enjoy the time.
That sounds
It's
fantastic.
a good time, yeah.
Because you were saying those like people don't put the governor on around the kids. Yesterday I went downtown with the kids. We had to take the dogs out, like take the kids and the dogs, and like we went downtown and like walked across a walking bridge, went over to an island and like just hung
Belle
out
Isle.
in the water. Yeah, I was
Browns
trying to
Island.
figure no one knows what the hell I'm talking about outside of Richmond. So just we walked across a bridge over the river to an island, but it was Belle.
It's real pretty.
Yeah, and so we went over there and just chilled, and
They have
then
nature trails and stuff.
and then like my daughter looks over and she's like, "That spray paint says do drugs." Never heard that before, and I was like, yeah, people will just put all kinds of stuff. And then she like goes to my other daughter. She's like, "Yo, yeah, that says do drugs." And she, it's weird. Why would you do drugs? I was like, "Don't do drugs. That person's an idiot." Like, so
They
like,
were on drugs when they did that.
yeah. So then we start seeing, you know, they're calling out the graffiti, and I'm like, yeah, you know, that's not as pretty. And then we come across the bridge, and we come down, and there's these two, probably the culprits, these two drug addicts sitting there, and they've got their stereo set up, and they look like they haven't showered in weeks.
Yeah.
They got their bikes thrown in the bushes, and they're posted up where like everybody has to
You
come.
have to walk by them.
and they're pumping this song
Oh no.
and dancing like
Shit.
a Jay and Silent Bob kind of like
Yeah.
vibe, you know?
Yeah, just
and like
kind of bobbing in place.
and like this song is the most vulgar shit, and I've heard everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, you can't fuck that motherfucker that fucking hard. Like every, you know,
Oh
I'm
my
like
God.
every word, you know. I'm
You didn't
like,
know what it was either, did you?
No, it was some kind of redneck rap.
Ah.
You can you can
Yeah,
tell.
I know what you're
There's
getting. Yeah.
rap from the streets, and then there's rap from the trailer park.
Yeah.
This rap clearly comes from the trailer park, and it's just so bad. But then the way they're dancing, they only have two things on their mind: fucking or fighting.
Yeah.
And
There's aggression in there.
so they're eyeballing every woman that goes by with
no.
one type of look,
Yeah.
and then they're eyeballing every dude that goes by with a very different kind of look.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell came over me, but I was like, I think it's time this guy sees that look right back.
Yeah.
And I just start turning and looking at him and just slowly walk by. And he's staring at me. His other buddies like kind of just dancing and looking at me. And I'm just like, I'm ready to fight.
Oh wow.
I don't know what the
You were-
hell. Something was, I was just like, I hate
Just
this.
the whole
It just was,
confluence of it all, just like them being aggressors out there in a spot. Like
they're
it's
ogling
anno-
my kids and stuff. I'm saying like these dudes.
Oh yeah. Well, it's annoying too when like they've obviously positioned themselves in a place to like
It's the spot where everyone has to
They
go.
want something to happen. They're looking for something to happen.
Either fucking or fighting.
Yeah.
They don't care how it goes down, but they're getting it out.
I assumed they were going to hit you up for money or something.
There was no money hitting up. It was
Weird.
just vibe. They were just putting out vibe. And I stared at them and just kept walking. And fortunately, they just they turned.
Yeah.
And I was like, good. They didn't turn down the music. And then the girls, of course, boy, that's really bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, those are the do drugs guys. That's who that is. And
Yeah.
they're you can see, don't do drugs. Look
Yeah.
look at them.
Yeah.
But you had me thinking about that. Like I don't understand some people.
It's a crapshoot now when you go down there, man.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid going down there with my dad, and even in college going down there all the time, and never having any issue like that. And now I feel like I don't want to go downtown at all because you never know what you're going to find. And with your kids being there, what do you do? What do you tell your kids? Like, I understand, like you bowed up, which is good, but like at
But
the same
what-
time,
what-
you
what
don't
am I
want-
hoping
yeah,
to
you don't-
accomplish?
Yeah, you don't want to beat the shit out of these guys.
No, but I
in front of
also
your kids.
didn't want to not have them know.
Yeah.
Like there's people who are not digging what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to make sure that vibe was out there.
Well, it pisses me off too when it's like you've obviously like taken, like you've gotten together and been like, well, let's go here to do this thing. It's like, go somewhere else and do that shit. Like, figure it out. Oh, you got the
Boy,
deli.
what have you
This is
brought
Billy.
for me?
Billy gave this to us.
Love
He
Billy.
think
dude.
we would like it.
He's had it.
I think so. Yes.
Well, his track record is not stellar on that front.
Well, he is into the crazy beers, and he likes sours, which I like sours. So, also one of our listeners tried the tropical light sky and loved it.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, she was super excited. She goes, "Do you have any of those light skies? Because I heard the podcast and I want to try it." And I said, I think we're all out. I think the wife and I drank them all. And then the wife was like, there's one more in the fridge.
You know, that's funny. The same thing happened to me yesterday. The Duke was like, hey, man, I really want to try one of those. And I was like, hop in the truck. I think
Yeah.
there's one in the cooler. And sure enough,
Just
one left.
One left.
Yeah. All right. So today we are trying. Okay, this is weird. So it's Captain Lawrence Brewing Company, but the logo that stands out to me is the Snyder's of Hanover, the pretzel company.
What Hanover? It's not. We have a local Hanover, but it's not out of our local Hanover. It's
I
like
believe Snyder's
PA,
out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Huh. So this is a beer. It's called Snyder beer. That's brilliant. It's got pretzels on it, and it's called a pretzel frucht.
Yeah.
F-R-U with the two dots over it.
umlaut.
C-H-T. Umlaut. That's the word I was looking for. Frucht, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
It's not frucht.
No, fruit. But it says
Passion
malt
fruit.
beverage on it.
Oh, crap.
Doesn't it
Really?
say that right there? Read that.
Malt beverage with passion fruit, guava, and natural flavor. So this is
Is that why they misspelled beer so it wouldn't be legally? It's like
Well, they spelled it like the German.
yeah, German Bier, Bier.
Okay, so this is the Snyder's of Hanover Pretzel Frucht by Captain Lawrence Brewing Company.
It also says on it that it's brewed with what?
Yeah, brewed with the damn pretzels in it.
Which is wild.
The mini pretzels too, not even the good ones.
And pretzel and fruit doesn't sound like it would go together, right? Seems kind of. How's the nose?
It was good, but it was a little, it's sour.
Yeah.
So that first sip always throws me for a loop, especially when I'm coming from water.
Oh yeah, you haven't even had a beer yet.
Oh, it's like what, 9 a.m.?
It's 12:09.
Oh hell yeah! See, I waited.
Like,
Look
you
at
waited.
me.
You're
what
an
a
adult.
grown up. Okay, second sip kind of mellowed out.
Yeah, it wasn't a sour. My first sip wasn't a sour, but I'd already had 2 natural lights. I mean, Miller Lights. So
You were trending.
I was kind of.
You're trending in the right
yeah.
direction.
That's an interesting beer.
Malt beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, through the lens of a deli, probably going to be more critical than I need to be.
Take away pouring it out of the can and reading it.
No
Pretzel?
No.
No pretzel, right?
No salt.
No.
But whatever they've done has softened up the
Yes.
sourness and all that.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the breadiness is helping.
It's definitely fruity.
I really dig the passion fruit.
Passion
and guava.
fruit and guava.
And it's not too sour.
No, not at all. 4.5% ABV. Weird. I wonder why the mini pretzels. I wonder if they're like the broken ones that they can't do anything with, and they're just like, aha, Excelsior. I have an idea.
Yeah, we got to sell these.
Yeah.
So this is weird, man, because I don't want to like it, and it doesn't do anything right. Like it's not. It's a little fruity.
Yeah.
It's a little sour. It's a little refreshing. It's a lot of littles. And when I add it all up, it actually is really, I like it.
Yeah, I'm digging the flavor profile of it for sure, but the marketing is just kind of.
But if you pour it in a glass, hand me the glass and go, what do you think of this? It's not too sweet.
No,
It's a little sweet. It's a little sour.
just sweet enough, just sour enough.
This is going to shock you.
Finish is clean.
This is going to shock you. That's a 4 for me
Oh, wow.
because I really like how refreshing that is.
Yeah.
And I could drink that.
You can drink multiples of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a good beer, but I think in some respects it's a great beer.
It's a very drinkable beer.
Yeah.
And I think the ladies would like this and the dudes. Like the Light Sky pineapple tropical version.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a high enough score because I think it, like I said, if you really want a sour, it's not going to do it. If you really want fruit, it's not going to do it.
Yeah.
But it's so balanced that I actually dig it. I'm a 4. I'm shocked that I'm that high on that.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do exactly what you did to me a couple weeks ago. A couple delis ago.
Okay.
I'm going to fix the score.
Yeah, I understand.
Because I like this beer a lot too. But this is not a 4. We can't have 2 4s.
I like it.
This I'm going to give it a 3.5 because this is a 3.75 beer.
That's exactly right. It ain't a 4. I like that, but it's still
It's a deli.
it's a deli.
It's a deli and it's good. And I'd say buy it and try it. I think you would like it. The whole marketing thing is so weird.
Yeah, it doesn't add up, but
Don't think you're going to taste the pretzel out of it. Don't think you're going to taste some salt.
no. Is this Billy's first win?
I don't think so. He's sent us so many, so I can't.
I think maybe he had a win early, but then I think he's had some L's for a while now. Like
I think so.
he's
Yeah.
been on a cold streak.
Well, he gave us 2, so we can do the other one next week.
Thank
A
God.
different, yeah.
At least somebody's thinking ahead.
He has weird. He has the weird flavors they likes, and he's always like, try this, which we appreciate because 1, we like the interaction, and 2, it's hard for us to find new stuff all the time. He's in like one of the beer of the month things or something. He gets all kinds of stuff delivered.
I just got a 12-pack of rando beers delivered here.
From where?
This was like, I got this.
Do we have another Boo Boo?
No. During the holidays, I was gifted craftbeerbox.com.
Mm-hmm.
The screwed up thing is there was no way to retrieve like my gift.
No way to pick it up?
You can't go in the website. Like I entered in my number and they're like, nope. And I'm like, all right. Like I kept trying to like figure it out. So I'm emailing them. I've been emailing them since December.
And we're almost in June.
Yeah. I've been emailing them every week since December. Hey, assholes. You know,
You owe me some beers.
It started very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, here's my thing. You know, I can't figure out how to enter it. Can you just let me know what the best course of action is? Here's all my info. No response. No response. And we did this for
months.
Literally 6 months. Yeah. And then finally, I'm leaving messages. Like I'm doing. And then all of a sudden they changed their website.
Is this their grift? They're just like,
I thought it was a grift.
everything's like a gift. Like people don't buy that for themselves, so they buy it as a gift. And then it's like you get the gift card with the gift, and then you never received a thing, and then it's too many headaches. And it's like, well, we just made $35 off this.
When you click on the link to like their Facebook page, it's a dead link. There is no Facebook. So like the whole time I'm like, this person who wanted to buy me something has been grifted.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, sometime in May, like the website changed and there was a way to enter it. And I was like, oh crap. And I entered it and it was like, oh, well, you know, with shipping and everything, in order for you to get the
You owe us money?
you owe us about $40.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Thanks for the free gift.
So that's like a $60 12-pack.
So were you supposed to get a mixed 12-pack every month, or
I was
is it
supposed
a
to get
one-time
two
thing?
of them.
2 a month?
No, just two.
Oh, two total.
12-pack, and then another 12-pack was supposed to come. And then they waited 5-6 months. Then they updated their website, bumped the pricing. So I'm finally able to claim it. But now they just have, I have like a credit, but it's not enough of a credit. I still have to drop like $40.
Yeah.
I was like, screw you.
So you'll probably just not even buy any more from them?
No.
Is it 12 different beers in there?
There's 4 different beers.
3 of each.
Yeah.
So
we got some delis. Yeah. But it was like it's been 6 months. It's half a year.
Yeah.
That I've been waiting. When I got that, winter was starting. I'm in summer.
Yeah, it's upper 80s right now.
But it's here. It's here.
It's here. Oh, I see a bird sitting on the top of your door right there.
Of course.
Oh, he just went in.
The
second one went in.
That's the shit general. There they go, dude. They're in there just shitting.
They saw your family leave, and they see us out here, and they're like,
time to get to work.
Time.
That's right. Yeah, they're in there crapping. It's great.
So much poo.
So much poo.
So you're just going to leave that credit to that beer place and be like, this $20 is yours?
Yeah, but we got
sand.
We got some delis there, which unfortunately, it's all these like one of them is that shit you picked up in Cincinnati that was no good.
The Reinhardt,
Rhine
Shine or Rhine something.
It's just not good.
No, it was not. Is it the same one or is it a different?
I think it's the same damn one. I was like, come on, man. After all this, you send me beers that already failed?
You send me Cincinnati beer?
Cincinnati beer. Of all the beer.
The only thing good out of Cincinnati is the Cincinnati Swap.
Exactly right.
And the Bengals.
How does a Cincinnati Swap work?
For those that don't know, you take your friend's phone and then you subscribe them to ITPH, and then they get an episode of Funny every week.
Boom. The Cincinnati Swap.
It works every time.
Please do it, people. It is the easiest way for us to grow this show because our marketing budget is this.
Well, we put some money on the marketing, and it doesn't get us much.
No. But it's got us this. That was cool. But yeah, so I got the same crappy beer, but there's some other beers we can at least try.
Well, we'll skip the crappy one from Cincinnati.
I felt bad. I had a listener show up this week. The chef, Joe the chef, came by, and
did he? He didn't tell me.
And he was like, "Dude, was thinking of you." And he pulls out a 4-pack, and it's the brown note, the one with the guy who like shit his pants.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
We tried that one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, got you a deli, buddy. And he hands it to me, and I was like, damn. It's always an awkward. I was like, how do I
tell him?
One, you're not listening enough.
Well, that was a long time ago, if I remember correctly. Like, it was probably pre-chef.
No,
No, it wasn't?
no. This one's in. If you go back a calendar year, it happened.
Oh,
somewhere
okay.
in there. So I'm like, I want to say, bro, you don't listen enough. But that's rude because he's doing me a solid.
Yeah.
But then I was like, yeah, we tried this one, and I was like, you like brown ales? And he's like, I do. And I was like, because it didn't win a deli here.
And no one pooped their pants.
And he was like, well, fuck it, I'm taking it home. And I was like, good for you. Like, that's awesome. At least you came by and visited.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to see him. So,
That's
and then
funny.
he told me that he ran into my trucker guy from driver's education.
Oh, yeah.
He said he walked in an Arby's bathroom, and this dude in sweatpants just pulled his pants all the way down around his ankles, pulled his underwear down, and fished. And I was like,
Just ass out.
that's
in an
my guy.
Arby's.
That's my guy.
I don't if you're over the age of 6, I don't understand why you would do that. Like, it's not hard to pull the front of your sweatpants down. Like,
It's a good look. I get it. Like, I get that it's a good look. Like, if you're trying to, like, you know, fish in that bathroom pond for some
in an Arby's.
for some loving, yeah, you know, like,
Nothing says I'm here to party like assing out in an Arby's is what you're saying?
it's kind of what I'm getting at, you know.
How do you know so much about this?
Arby's are the gay bathhouse of the 2020s. You know, people don't know that, but I sit in an Arby's and just keep dropping different codes in the stalls,
Just pounding that foot.
just hoping I can crack the code. Because I haven't gotten it right yet, but apparently the
I didn't
trick
know
is-
Arby's was for the boys.
Oh, it's for the boys,
Whenever I think of Arby's roast beef sandwiches, I don't think of the boys. I think of the girls.
bro. We have the meats.
Yes. The roast beef.
No, the meats.
Okay. I'm way off.
That roast beef comes out of a giant cylinder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feeling me?
I'm feeling you.
They have the meats, dude.
They do have that is their logo. I mean,
They have to shave it down, but they take a pick every time.
that's right.
Look at the size of that. No, that's how it works, dude.
God.
And so you go in there and you drop your pants down.
Yeah.
You let that hairy ass breathe a little bit. And then if somebody likes it, they give the code word.
What if
like,
some dad walks in there with his little girl? Like, who wants to be bombarded with that?
well, you have to be aware of what Arby's is.
You can't take your daughters into the men's room at an Arby's.
There's a family restroom. That's what it's for. That's your time. That's where you take your family.
Yeah.
Because this bathroom over here, there's a sock on the door.
I feel like Arby's is for the boys is a good name for this episode.
Arby's is for the boys. Why not?
Ass out in an Arby's.
That's the way. Arby's is for the boys. Okay.
You're just like, oh man, if only I could pee. Like, I can't just pee without full drop in my sweats and my undies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that big Montana. It's good.
Oh my God. I don't know what I'd do if I walked in and saw that.
Probably just spill some tzatziki sauce. You know, they got those Euros, man. They got that tzatziki sauce over. Like, damn, this bathroom's covered in tzatziki sauce.
Why is horsey sauce everywhere in here? Oh, that is awful.
Straighten this curly fry out.
Your curly fries straight? Come on, Arby's.
That's the code right there.
We're learning so much about Arby's today.
Want me to straighten your curly fry? It works.
How did you know? The ass was out.
Put a sock on the stall. I don't want to be interrupted.
You wanted your mocha shake.
We have the meats. That's how it's done, dude.
So Chef had a good time in there.
He said it was the best visit to Arby's ever. It was good.
Oh.
And I did hear.
I probably will see him this afternoon. I'm going to have to ask him if you like the brown note.
He should, because I don't remember it being very good.
People that love brown ales, love them. I can't think of, like, I never want one. Like, it's just never like, oh man, I can't wait to get that.
It's not the flavor
brown
I
ale.
crave.
Like,
I will be like, oh,
I'll go
a hoppy
stout.
beer. I want a stout.
Yeah.
I'll do most of the beers. I like a red ale. I want a Hefeweizen. And I always
Yeah.
have these different. I'll do a Belgian beer.
Yep.
But I never think to myself.
Never think brown. If that's on the menu and there are others, I'm going others every time.
The other one I don't like, extra special bitters, ESBs.
Oh, is that?
It's just they're not
Yeah.
great. It's kind of the same concept, the brown ale.
Yeah.
Just more bitter.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Dude, we did have a listener reach out to us this week. Give a shout out to Shell up north, one of our northern listeners.
Nice.
And he's actually been reaching out a lot lately. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words he's spoken. And then he sent in a topic this past week, and I found it interesting. I looked it up.
We love when they send topics in because we always have trouble coming up with topics.
That's why I'm like, if a topic comes in, I'm going
We will
to
talk about it. Yeah, because a lot of times, like this week, we recorded last week's episode on Thursday, and now it's Monday. So it's like not a lot has happened in our personal lives. So any topics are good.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I got a couple days under my belt.
Yeah.
Which actually a lot's happened. My whole screen and porch went from shitty to clean to shitty. So I have had some stuff in my little world.
But we can't fill an hour and a half with that.
Poop joke?
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. Dude, give me a little tzatziki sauce. I'll finish these and get these poop jokes rolling. But no, he sent in something I found it very interesting. It's a new social media platform. And I think this is kind of a direct result of kind of last week we were talking about, like, everything's so fake in social media.
Yeah.
All you show is the positive, and you don't get an opportunity to be real, to show. Well, that was ironic I said that. You'll understand why in a minute. Go ahead.
So, yes, and I believe that's true. But are people wrong for that? Like, why would you show bad, like, on your social media? Like,
In the grand scheme, though, if everything's positive, then when somebody's having a tough time, they feel like the weirdo.
Yeah, but like, well, people do show bad, but it all goes back to narcissism. Like, if somebody rolled their car, they'd take a picture of it and be like, I was in a bad car accident. Well, what's the point of that, right? It's still to get likes and to get feedback and sympathy and all that. So there's bad, but it all goes back to narcissism. Like, you want to show you're doing awesome stuff. You want to show that life is grand, even though it not always is, as we know.
But you're always doing cool shit. Like, if I
Yeah.
had to look at social media and think, like, what do my average friends do?
Epic shit.
They hang glide.
Yeah.
They do cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my friends do great shit. You never get
we
a
have
picture.
a Marco Polo group that I've called out.
It's
to
always,
use. There's one guy, if he sends a Marco Polo, he's on the water.
He's on the water. Yeah.
Like,
He never sends he's in his cubicle.
no, and he might be at a concert, but like it's only
That's
not
the thing, yeah.
It's not, hey guys, what are y'all doing tonight? You want to hang? It's like, hey, check out the epic shit I'm doing.
That you're not.
That you're not.
I didn't even tell you about.
Didn't even invite you.
Yeah, because screw you.
But hey, I'm on a boat.
Yeah, with your wife.
Yeah.
It's kind of the vibe. You know, he's killing it. But that's social media in a nutshell. Well, this new one is called Be Real, which is ironic that I was like,
Cypress Hill.
it's his. It's his.
It's
Yeah. So, Be Real, the whole shtick on this is you only get to post one picture a day, and it tells you when you can take your picture. And you can't pull a picture from, like, your phone.
You can't go from the photo album. It's like
It has to be taken
11:13 on Monday. Whatever you're doing, take a picture at this time, and this is what your social media is.
It sends you a push notification, and you have 2 minutes to get a picture.
So you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
You don't have to, but it's going to send you a push, and it's going to go, hey, it's 11:15. You have till 11:17 to take your picture, and if you don't, it's missed. There's no filters.
Yeah.
There's no
I like
nothing.
that.
It's like literally you take it, you can't edit it because it lives in the app.
Yeah.
And then it sends out and your friends can see it. And so that's the only thing you get to take. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like,
I kind of like it.
I kind of do too.
I like it.
Because now I can see, like, at 11:15, what are we all doing?
Yeah.
It'd be
I'm on the toilet.
Yeah, sucks to suck,
Yeah.
but you caught me on my window. I'm in an Arby's bathroom.
You've been there for 2 hours.
Yeah, but I
Don't
kind of
judge me.
I kind of dig it. Like, I'm wondering if I should get this and just start doing it. You know, it's going to be boring,
Yeah, for a while, for sure.
but every once in a while, you're going to catch like a W. You're like, oh hell yeah! Like,
But then are you going to be like doing epic shit and being like, please send me the push app. Please send me the push notification. Like, I need to, like, I'm hang gliding right now. You get, if
yeah. I've been standing over this 8-point buck for 3 hours waiting for the push.
Yeah, you're like, you're nervously shitting before you bungee jump and you're puking afterwards, but you get the notification at one of those times, not like while you're up on the bridge.
Yeah. No, I think it's kind of cool, and I'm wondering if I should get it because I would be interested to see what everybody's really doing at those.
Yeah.
I'm sure after hours.
Stu would still be doing epic shit.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
It's just like any time of day, any day of the week, I'm somewhere dope.
That's right. If my passport doesn't get punched today,
That's right.
wasted day.
That's right. Are you even living, bro?
Yeah. He goes through a passport quarterly.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Yeah. He's living his best life.
Can't be mad at him.
No.
Don't have to like it.
I like that idea though. I do. It sounds interesting. Is it BEREAL or like, do you know?
I will tell you because
I can Google it. I mean, I just didn't know. Feels like B. Then real spelt.
one word, BEREAL.
Interesting. Is it, I guess, I'm not on Instagram, but I'm assuming it's like an Instagram because it's just pictures only. It's not.
Yeah, so Instagram's kind of gotten, ever since they started monetizing it more and like
All the
everybody's-
influencers.
Everybody's feed
and-
started getting filled with paid promotions and all this different stuff.
And the filters, dude. I hate the filters, man. Like, I don't put filters on any pictures I take. The most I do is if I do a portrait mode on my iPhone. But like, if you these
portrait
people,
mode's enough to clean up a lot.
yeah. But like these people that don't even look like they have pores on their face, it's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah,
Then you meet them, you're like, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, but so there's something called casual Instagram. That's like, it's the new wave.
Never heard of that either.
It's still Instagram. It's just, how people are trying to approach Instagram, where they do casual Instagram, where you just take casual photos and you try not to, it doesn't always have to be epic. It's just kind of more natural.
You still got to take your food pictures though, right?
Of course. But now it's an Arby's roast beef sandwich instead of, an $80 French dip someplace.
It all goes back to Arby's.
Always does.
Yeah. How
Well,
could it not?
They have the meats.
And they want you to know it.
Yeah, Arby's is for the boys, man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll have to follow that. I mean, I'm old, so I'm on Facebook and that's it. Like, I haven't gotten on, I never got Twitter. I never got Instagram. I never got anything else.
How do you yell at people?
I try not to. In my head, I guess is how I yell.
Okay, there you go. You got a Twitter feed in your head,
That way, like, I'm not going to get canceled for something I said in my head,
but in your head it's like #douchebag.
Hashtag asshole, yeah. But like, I mean, I remember one of my good friends, Danny, was in the Twitter like from the jump, and he was like, "Dude, you've got to get this. It's going to be the new thing. It's going to be awesome." And his point was, and I agree. Like at the time, I was diehard Dave Matthews man. It was like you can follow Dave Matthews, you can know what they're doing, you could do all this stuff, and I was like, that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounded like Twitter sounded amazing for like following the movies you like and the celebrities.
I like
you
it for news.
music.
Every time, like I say, I'm watching sports, right, and I see a player go down. Well, then it's like I gotta wait.
You used to have to wait till ESPN Sports Center 11 o'clock at night to see if he's injured, and maybe that night they wouldn't even show it, because I remember like when I was following the Cardinals diehard back in the 90s and 2000s, like I'd watch Sports Center and see highlights, and they'd be like, "Here's the highlights from the Red Sox Yankees game."
You
And
gotta
then
wait.
30 minutes later, they'd be like, "And here's the highlights from the Red Sox Yankees game." Oh, and by the way, the Cardinals won 2-0.
Yeah,
It's like,
you're watching the ticker.
yeah.
But so you go on Twitter though, and you just put in like, whoever's name,
Yeah.
injury,
Or
and
the
like,
team. And
It just starts. You just see like, oh, I just talked to the doctor. in the room, like he's my brother and this is what's up. Like,
Yeah.
the news is there and it's instant and it just keeps
That makes
scrolling.
sense.
And
Yeah.
that's what I use it for. I love that. Now, Be Real's not going to help us much on that front.
No.
It's just going to be like, damn.
But then
rough.
Twitter got ruined by every
asshole.
John, Dick, and Harry got an account, and now they think their opinion on every topic is valid as.
Well, and it got so negative.
Yeah.
So fast. I mean,
It's wild.
crazy. Yeah. It went bad quick, unfortunately. And Be Real, I don't see how they can, though. There's nothing.
If you can't comment, right?
I don't know.
I would assume no, because it would just turn into a cesspool like everything else, right?
And it might be a faster fall because no one looks good.
Yeah.
And we've been trained to like see the world through filters.
But
Who
maybe, like you said, maybe the point is to see, you're like, oh, okay, this guy's working in a cubicle today. It's not,
That's why I
all
kinda wanna-
hang gliding and,
I think it's a
rock climbing.
more natural way to kind of go through social media where you're like, okay, I'm normal. And when I'm doing epic shit, that's cool. Like I'm doing something awesome.
But to that point, it won't last because it won't be as popular because I think people,
Yeah, the ego.
people love the negative. I think people go looking for a lot of that stuff.
And they want to comment or they want to take a
Yep.
picture a dozen times a day. Not one when they tell you can't.
Yeah.
So it will never be as big. But I'm going to join.
Oh, you're joining.
I'm going to check it out.
Nice.
Yeah. You can
It's an app, I guess.
yeah, you can
Okay.
follow me doing horrible, boring shit.
I might check it out.
Come check out my life. It's going to be lame.
This is me cleaning up bird shit.
Yeah.
This is me doing a podcast.
That's it. And
This is me sitting in my office.
This is me missing the push notification for the fourth day in a row.
Because if it's during working hours, like you're busy. Like you're,
Yeah, I won't even know what happened.
yeah,
I'll raise my head up and be like, 4 hours ago was my window.
yeah.
And I was doing awesome shit.
I was crushing the Zoom call. It would have been awesome if I had gotten a picture of it.
People would have loved it. I'd love to see the day where I'm on a Zoom call and you see everybody, their phone go off. Everybody take a quick pic.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I need to follow all these nerds.
I'm zooming again.
Because
Good thing I didn't miss it.
Yeah. Close call.
That would have been bad.
And I'm glad we were able to pull this off.
Yeah, it's been wild. We this past few months, man, we have had,
It's been a lot.
and it's not gonna get better.
Nah, but look, we did it. We
We
pulled
did
one
it.
off.
We did it.
Midday podcast for the
Midday
boys.
holiday podcast for the boys.
Yep. Now you can go get shit faced by the pool.
We could shut this down and swing by Arby's and just see what's going on.
Arby's for the boys. Yeah, I think as soon as this ends, now I get to go shovel crap out of a. I hope I don't get my Be Real while I'm shoveling the dirt out of the front yard.
Oh, are you moving dirt around up there?
Well, God keeps putting dirt at the end of like my curb.
Oh,
I live in like
yeah.
a little depression, and so everything from the neighbors rolls my way and then just sits there.
Yeah, all the
so
leaves and water and everything.
I got to scoop all the crap.
What do you do with it? Throw it up in the flower bed or something, or do you?
Now just dump it in the trash can, so I'll have a 7,000-pound trash can. It's horrible, but that's what I get to do while you're drinking by the
Your
pool.
7,000 pounds reminded me. They had a barbecue cook-off fundraiser thing at the lake. It was yesterday, and they started Saturday night and they cooked all day, and they started at 3. It was from 3 to 6. It was $15 a plate, all you could eat. So we were like, hell yeah, because we kept driving by and it smelled amazing. There was probably 6 or 8 smokers out there.
That's the one thing rednecks do.
Yes. And we were like, hell yeah. So we rode up there. It was like 4:30. And we were like ready to just maul some fucking barbecue. And we walked up and they were like, yeah, the meat's gone. The food's gone. They
Go to Arby's.
Dude, they sold, the food was gone at 4. In 1 hour, they sold 700 pounds of meat plus all the fixings and stuff. Like the hot dogs and Franken beans and all that shit was gone too. Like it just got murdered.
In an hour, 700
Yep.
pounds of meat.
Yep. Luckily, we had food to eat at back at the camper, but we were like ready to just crush some barbecue because it smelled so good.
Yeah, I can. You were talking about how sexy everybody there is, and when you tell me that 700 pounds of meat goes in an hour, I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it. These crop tops are holding on for dear life.
They're not going to fill themselves out.
Dude.
It was funny too because the lady telling us that they sold all the food, she said the chefs didn't even get to eat. That's how fast they moved. Like they were just it was like a horde of just swooping in and just eating everything.
Dude, just rednecks laying on their golf carts with the meat sweats.
Oh yeah,
sexy.
The poor septic system was probably working over.
There's no doubt about that.
Overtime last night.
Good God. Well, on that note,
Yeah.
jeez, I need to go get some food. Actually.
Yes, I need to eat.
I'm starving. Well, happy Memorial Day, everybody. I hope you had a good Memorial Day, and now you're trending towards a new weekend. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, week out. We really do appreciate all the kind words and everybody who has reached out to send topics at InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com. Thank you so much for doing so. If you haven't had a chance to Cincinnati swap your friends, do it. It's the easiest way. Grab their phone, sign them up.
We got to have it.
We got to have it.
Yeah. I mean, outside of paying us, that's the next best thing.
And it's probably more important than paying.
Yeah.
But if you want to take the easy route,
if you want to do that, you can hit us up on Venmo at Inside the Pallet House.
Easy enough. Or you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at ITPH Podcast. But more than likely, we'll be on Facebook if you want to send us a topic there. We do check that every so often.
We're old.
We're old. Or you can find us on Be Real, Taking a Deuce.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?